Let's break it down. Self-confidence is about what you can do. You can speak on stage. You can handle pressure. You can close the deal. But self-esteem isn't about that. It's about what you believe about who you are, doing versus being. Even when nobody's clapping, even when things fall apart, even when you're left with nothing, who is it that you actually are? The thing is this, when from very, very young, we're taught how to achieve. Never, 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 and particularly if you're a woman, are we ever taught how to receive. It's why we're so incredibly bad at it. What do I mean by we're not taught to receive? We're not taught to receive praise. We're not taught to rest. We're not taught to receive love. We're not taught to receive approval. We are taught to go and look for it though. So not even are we taught on any level to receive respect. Now, all of these, we know how to do them at work. We don't know how to do them at home for who we are inside of ourselves. That's what I mean by at home. So when this happens, why do we even care? Because self-confidence without self-esteem is gonna burn you out. You can be the most impressive woman in the room and still don't feel like you belong there. I have coached some of the most famous women in the world, and let me assure you that you can be looking at a woman on TV or on a stage with 1 million people looking at her and cheering and laughing and clapping. And inside her, the minute she stops doing that, she worries if she was good enough at what she did, which is insane when you come to think about it. You can feel, no matter how much you achieve, like you don't belong there. Because if your self-esteem is cracked, it's not full, there is no amount of applause that is actually going to fill that gap. You will continuously just chase more, do more, try and prove more about how great that you are. And actually, the flip side of this is that you're going to fear slowing down because stillness feels like failure. You'll tie your worth to wins, and you are so going to panic every time you fall short. Does this sound like anyone you know? Have you done this? Because I assure you, we have all done this. The thing is, you need to check, actually, if this is talking about you, if your self-esteem actually needs healing. Here's how I spot it in women who look like they have it all together. Have you heard women that go, oh, it's nothing, when you say how well they've done something? When you over-apologize, literally over-apologize for taking up space. I'm sorry, but could I, I'm sorry, this is the wrong order. I'm sorry, I did. You're literally asking for the thing that you need, that you asked for, and you're still having to apologize for it. When you can't rest without guilt, when being quiet makes you feel like you're actually failing, when you feel like a fraud, even when all the evidence says otherwise. Like for me, people used to say, so don't, how you're so successful and inspirational. And I'd be like, I don't know about that. I have this story I remember of ringing up a friend of mine who's really famous. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And she goes, what's wrong? And I was like, I'm about to go on stage and I have to go be inspirational. I don't know how to be inspirational. The kids aren't speaking to me. The cat this, the house this. My life is a complete crisis. How am I meant to go and be inspirational? I remember her laughing and going, babe, go out there and tell them what you've done. And I was like, oh, I should talk about what I've done. I can talk about that. You don't need me to feel like I'm an inspiration. I can do that. Imagine how many women are doing this. And the last one is, how often do you say yes when actually you mean no? Because you don't want to be a problem. How many of these sound familiar to you and for you? How many of these sound like something not only the women around you have done, but that you have done? Let's talk about how to build both confidence and self-esteem, okay? One of the things is to understand that you just have to actually fake this until you can make it. This is one of those things where you just have to take that action, even though you don't feel ready to take that action, which you are already doing. But what I want you to do is to pretend to yourself that you can, could, would, should occupy this space. So every time you think I can't, you think I can. Because the brain it's neuroplasticity. The brain doesn't know what's real. If you're always telling your brain that in fact you are fantastic and that what you do is fantastic and who you are is fantastic, your brain is ultimately gonna believe it. What you say to yourself in your brain affects you all the way down right through to your DNA. That is the study of epigenetics. Literally, if you walk around every day saying, I'm fat, your body will recreate that because that's what you think about yourself. I want you to practice the one thing that terrifies you. So for me, it was speaking on stage. I struggled to speak on stage because I thought everybody was going to hate me and they thought I was stupid, and I was going to be stupid. Let's be really clear. That's completely, and I made a commitment to get up on stage every time someone asked, and even when they didn't ask. And I have done some super embarrassing things on stage. Let me tell you, I have forgotten the words. I have not known what the hell I'm doing. And I have still managed to come through it and become a prolific, active, effective public speaker. The other thing to do is surround yourself with women who will not let you shrink. Because these women are going to help you to believe in yourself even when you don't. Now, in order to build self-esteem, set boundaries like your life depends on it, because it does. Stop waiting for perfection to feel proud. Do good things, right? Live in alignment with your truth, even when no one's watching. Do the things that make you feel good about who you are. And when you balance the confidence and the self-esteem like this, and you work on both side by side, you're going to find that one day you're going to look around and think, oh, I don't think I suck. And honestly, does that not feel high enough? I assure you it's the beginning. The day you don't feel like what you did sucks is the day that you're going to go ahead and think, oh my God, actually, maybe I am all that and I'm not absolutely crap. So you're just trying to turn the tide. If this was helpful, please like, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. And let me know what else you'd like us to talk about.